The Unconsoled is the story of a celebrated musician invited to an unnamed European city to give a recital. But at every turn, his progress is thwarted. He's forever losing his way and finding his way. Everyone he encounters pulls on his conscience or echoes a figure from his past. Another peppermint, Mr. Ryder? It's all we can offer. The widow again thrust the packet towards my face. It was then that the realization suddenly dawned on me that at this precise moment, the widow was feeling the most intense hatred towards me. Indeed, it occurred to me that, polite though they all were, virtually everyone else present, the thick-set man included, was bitterly resenting my presence.
You know that you are being thrown into a kind of narrative wilderness from the minute you pick it up. You know that there's a story you're going to have to try to figure out, and that quite possibly you won't be able to. And you understand these things in a way to be following a kind of dream logic, a sort of psychological narrative.
It echoes one of the things that we're talking about when we're talking about singing voices. That there's an emotion there in a singing voice that, to some extent, that says, look, this is the emotion, and it's almost divorced from the actual official context, i.e. the lyrics, that's, you know, what they're stating. Yeah. And I notice this happens sometimes in Dream, or well, in fact, quite often in Dream. And it's almost pathetic sometimes, the way the dreaming mind tries to justify that emotion by saying, oh, let's just suppose you're anxious because, you know, there's a cliff here or something. But you know that that's not the point. You know, the cliff is just an excuse. The emotion comes first.
People often say about your work, it's what's unsaid is as important as what's said. The words themselves are not enough. It's the understanding, the context, things that are unknown.
It's not good enough just to say, you know, look at what's not said, because, you know, millions of things are not said. You're going to actually try and structure the unsaid things as finely and narrowly as you structure the said things. There's things about songs. A lot of the emotional freight is carried not in the words, but in the overall song, the music, the performance, and so on. So you often leave out explicit meanings. You deliberately create spaces in the songs for the person listening to inhabit.
This love of music that you have and love of songs, this connection is a very powerful one for you, isn't it?
Probably it's songs I like rather than music per se.